then you can come in.
So like I was saying, and I'll repeat, that those having treasury bills have a nice shaving. In the sense that if you invested 2,000, let's put it at 1,800, which was the cost of a ton of iron rods some 3 months or 4 months back, it's now 2,800. And then government gets back to you and say, after 3 months, I will give you 27% interest for that period. Then what has been done to you is that you have gotten a very nice haircut, that of my brother. Yeah. So, because
I didn't want to. Do you
have my lawyer's number?
I'll call him right. I see.
Because currently it is selling at.
It's a nice haircut.
Yes.
I'm just looking.
Yes.
I'm just looking at it very well.
Okay, then don't call it. I'll call it out myself.
Because now it's over 2,500, I think. So this is how people have been deprived of the values of their actual. I say, I am so. And they actually buy some of these bonds and all that. Then they come to us at the secondary market and trade in those bonds with us. They take it at a certain rate and then they give it to us at a certain rate. And there is some margins for them. Now, what has been announced, is it on the secondary market or the primary market is affected in terms of the bonds? Because if the primary market is what we are talking about, with kind of rates they are mentioning, then it is worse, or it's going to be worse on the secondary market. Because if somebody is getting 0% on the primary market, then you might as well be looking at going into negative, because the banks will not work for free. Now, what is also happening, which a lot of people have not averse their mind to, is the fact that they have also changed the payment terms. Either to, it is done on a quarterly basis. Now, they are going to do it biannual, and therefore you would only get it somewhere probably in June or July, and then December. So I have invested my money. I could take part somewhere in April in terms of the interest, but I'm being told that even after 2023, and we are talking 2024, 2023, they are saying it is zero. Zero with inflation galloping, right? It means that your principal, again, have had a deeper cut than what is being done to treasury bills. Because you are being asked to go a whole year. This is a year's route without any form of interest or compensation. And no protection of that money you have invested against inflation. And therefore, it is worse.
Won't loans be expensive?
Loans are already expensive as we speak.
So it's going to go.
Yes, because if you are talking at, we are speaking at a rate of 44%. Clearly, you should be, inflation of 44%, clearly, then you should gauge where loans will be. Right? Because the banks are also working in the same environment we all find ourselves in. The banks will not want to give you money and over time lose the value of the money. So they would actually put on rates enough to compensate them and do some more in terms of margin to pay their workers for gratification and other sorts. So yes, this is a worse form of whatever we have expected.
Right.
Now, what I am waiting to see or to hear is how they are going to handle the foreign haircut. Whether it's going to be a Brazilian haircut,
Mongolian,
you know them,
or it's going to be
or it's going to be that of our because you see, I don't know who and how our local bond holders were represented, but I know for a fact that our foreign bondholders have already hired their lawyers. They have their financial guys to go into negotiations. What sort of negotiations were held? Is it with the banks only? Who can leverage? And actually, whatever they are losing, they might put it on their charges or on loans. And therefore, loans, of course, will become super expensive.
right.
Crunching further the industrial sector of this country, reducing production and making our position more weaker and weaker. This is why from 2018, some of us started speaking to this issue, that the trajectory, the path you have chosen will not end you well. They called us names. Today, here we are. Here we are. You have failed on all fronts. Look, whether you are successful in education, whichever sector you are successful or not successful, if you fail economically, it means you have failed on each and every sector.
Right. So